Hey guys, Gamer 4K here, and welcome to another episode of Rainbow Six Siege. Today we're going to be going over the new Black Ice DLC and what's all included. So before I get into this, I just wanted to apologize. I know that I haven't been putting out a lot of content this week. I did stream twice, however, I just have been so busy with work that it's been insane. I will make every effort to make sure that I start scheduling videos so that they are coming up every week and you guys aren't missing out on a bunch of content. So first off, the new map. The only thing we know about it is it's a yacht that happens to be frozen. How it got there, nobody knows. What it's doing there, nobody has any idea. I don't even know why we're going out there to defend it or attack it, but hey, it's a yacht in the frozen tundra. Ta-da. And the thing that kind of sucks is, so far, we're only going to get one map in this DLC. I don't know if that's going to continue throughout the rest of the DLCs, but I mean, one new map when we've already been playing all these others, and add into the fact that you can't just select what map you want to play. Let's say you're going to hit it 1 in every 10 rounds, 1 in every 15. I mean, if you're going to release new content like that, there needs to be some significant upgrades to how you select maps and everything like that. Even if we incorporated some type of matchmaking system like Counter-Strike Global Offensive has, you could have those maps just, I don't want to play this one, I don't want to play this one, and or I just want to play this one, and then just continue to play that one over and over again. It really just depends on whatever that person wants to do. Now on to these new operators. I'm glad we're getting 2 new ones to play with, and I'm glad that they just didn't reuse the weapons we already had and have added in some new weapons as well as new special abilities. The first one we're going to be going over is Frost. Frost is going to be a defender only. She's representing the Canadian Special Forces, and what's really interesting is her special ability. It's called the Welcome Mag. This is a mechanical device that won't be affected at all by Thatcher's EMP. You'll be able to destroy these devices with melee hits, much like the barbed wire. However, we're currently unsure of how many she will be equipped with. I would assume it's either 2 or 3, just like the breaching charges and the barbed wire. And another interesting fact is that if you get caught in these, you will be down, but you won't be out. You won't be dead. So it will down you, but it won't kill you. I'm not sure how much of the actual HP it's going to take off, but I would assume that if you're brought back up, you'd be left with the 50% regularly or 75% if you're brought up by Doc. With Frost, you will have 2 primary weapons to select from, one being a Super 90 shotgun. It's a pump action shotgun with pretty good damage, but a horrible accuracy and range. The other primary weapon is a 9mm C1, which is pretty much a Sterling from World War II. It fires 9mm in full auto with a rate of fire of 575. Magazine size will be 34 and damage right around 38, so that kind of comes in line with everything else that we have seen. In addition to the primary weapons, we will be getting a new secondary weapon that is unlocked for both Frost and Buck, both of the 2 new operators. It is a Mark 1 9mm, which is a P35 pretty much. It's just a standard 9mm handgun. The gadgets for Frost will be stuff that we've already seen. She can either equip a nitro cell or a deployable shield. I'd personally stick with the nitro cell just because they're very handy. The second new operator we're getting will be an attacker named Buck. He's also Canadian Spec Ops, much like Frost. His special ability is a Master Key shotgun attachment. It will be a pretty much shotgun attached to the bottom barrel, like you'd see with grenade launchers and things like that in other games. Not much is known about this ability yet, but I think it would be very comparable to Ash's special ability. I would assume it will have 3 rounds and also do damage to enemies, again, much the same way as Ash's does. Buck will also have 2 new primary weapons to select from. One will be the C8 SFW, which is really just an M4 in disguise. It will have a magazine size of 30 and match damage with a lot of the other automatic rifles that are offered with other operators. His second primary weapon will be a CAMRS. This is also a semi-automatic rifle, much the same as Gaz's rifle. I don't believe that it is going to have the same optic, however, it will be a semi-automatic rifle. I think it's mostly comparable to a FAL, except maybe they didn't get the licensing or something like that to use that name. Buck will have the same sidearm as Frost, which is the Mark 1 9mm. Again, no new gadgets or anything like that come with the DLC, so Buck will have the choice between stun grenades or breaching charges. So when are we going to be able to unlock all this and play with it? Originally, we thought it was going to be in January, however, no. It's going to be available for Season Pass holders on February 2nd, 2016, and I'm not sure the release date of when everybody else will get it. Overall, I'm really happy with the additional content. However, there are some things that I hope this DLC will address. Hit registration still needs a very big update. The player updates to the actual server and to other players needs to be updated. Overall, it just needs a higher tick rate server. If we could update our player positions and everything like that quicker so that we didn't have peeker's advantage, it would help out a lot. If Ubisoft really wants people to take this serious competitive shooter, then a lot of updates need to take place. However, I'm holding off judgment until we see what happens whenever the DLC is released. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys taking a look. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this, a thumbs down if you didn't, and leave a comment letting me know what your thoughts are on only a single map in the DLC. Think it's enough? I'm still not sure.